Fellow auto detailers, welcome to the show that features interviews with today's most successful auto detailers. This is the Auto Detailing Podcast. Here's your host, Jimbo Balaam.
This week's episode is brought to you by Google AdWords for the modern auto detail business. Now, this is a course, and Google AdWords is something that I've been doing in my personal detailing business for quite some time now, and it's something that I've tweaked and condensed and studied, and I've worked the perfect model to make profitable Google ads. So, Google ads can sometimes be, or paid advertising in general, can sometimes be a really scary thing to dive into. You're investing money, you're not sure what the outcome is going to be. But what I've done is developed a course outlining exactly how I run my personal Google ads, and I show you how you can do that too. So it leaves the guesswork out of it. You just are shown how to make profitable Google ads. So if you're interested in driving some serious traffic to your business, if you're looking at reaching new customers and you want to do it in kind of the modern approach to word-of-mouth marketing and taking advantage of the authority that Google offers and Google searching offers, because that's really what it comes down to, is taking advantage of the authority that Google offers you. And you could get the number one spot on the number one page for select keywords. If you're interested in this, and if you're interested in taking your business to the next level, head on over to autodetailingpodcast.com/Google. That's autodetailingpodcast.com/Google. Now back to the show. What's up, guys? It's Jimbo coming back for another Friday product review. And wow, that's all I got to say about today's product review is just wow. And I was actually turned on to this particular product from Darren Priest. I know he's got a few videos on it, but I actually called him and talked to him on the phone about it. And wow. I'm like, I just used it for the first time, and I'm like completely blown away that I haven't been using this all this time. And it was kind of one of those moments of like, where have you been my whole life? And so I hope that if you've never tried this product before, or you've never used it in the ways that I'm going to be talking about, I really hope that you take advantage of my experience to make you a better detailer. And so the product review for today, if I could add a little drum roll, I probably would, is the Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. Now, 1 gallon of this is going to run about $30. I think on Amazon it's $32, and some of the retail outlets it's a little under $30, but you might have to pay for shipping, which might take it over $30. So you might just want to stick with Amazon. Of course, autodetailingpodcast.com/resources is where you can get direct links to all my favorite products. So anyway, the Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax, kind of a long title, not even really sure what it means. But it's a non-staining, really watery product, I guess. I'm not sure if it actually is water-based, but it's very thin, I guess. It's white, but it's a non-staining, so it can be used on black trim. Obviously, it's a spray wax. Not sure on the durability of it. Again, I haven't done a ton of research on it. I've just found out how good it actually is and decided to pick up a gallon for myself and just tried it for the first time and was completely blown away. Like, where have you been my whole life? That's literally how I felt. So the Synthetic Express Spray Wax. So what I used it for is after I did my car wash, or my rinseless wash, or waterless wash, whatever you want to call it. After I did that, I decided to just break out the spray wax because I heard it could be used on windows, interiors, rims, pretty much anything. It almost like a quick detailer would be used for, but it seemed a little better. And have a little bit more applications. Could be used on black trim. And what I was most interested in it, actually, versus the wax aspect of it, was what it can do on dashboards and door panels. And it gives that that matte new finish, kind of like when a car's brand new before they put all the grease all over it at the dealer, but like what the raw material or the raw dash would look like, but just a little bit fresher. So that's really what I wanted it for. If it only worked for that use, I'd be completely satisfied with it, because when I'm doing my details, I don't like a lot of shine. I just like that kind of matte, nice, clean look. So I heard that it did that for interiors, and I said, hey, if that's all it does, I'm good with it. So, but after my wash today, I was working on a black car, full sun, of course, full sun. It was pretty warm. It was about 75 degrees outside, but the sun was beating on one side of the black car. I don't have a temperature gauge, so I'm not sure exactly how hot the paint was, but it was hot to the touch. So I used my God-given temperature gauge. It's called my fingers, and it was pretty hot to the touch. So I just kind of did a couple sprays on my towel and then wiped it down on the car. Zero streaking. This is on the painted surface. Zero streaking. Looks great. Fills a little bit. Extreme gloss. And on a hot panel. I was blown away. I was like, this is amazing. So what I decided to do was, I also heard it worked really well on windows. So I decided to, do another spritz on my towel, wipe the window down. Lo and behold, no streaking on the window, or very, 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 very little streaking on the window. So I'm like, hold on a second. I have a body wipe, but it's better than a quick detailer or a body wipe because there's actually some sort of wax going on in here. But it also cleans the windows to a pretty much streak-free finish. I'm like, this is unbelievable. And then I took the same towel and just did a quick wipe down on the interior, and it's amazing on the interior, especially on like cup holders and stuff where you just want it to look kind of a little bit more black than it normally is. Works phenomenal. Wood grain works great on wood grain on the interiors. This S550 I was working on had wood grain, obviously. It worked phenomenal on the wood grain. And what I love about it is it helps reduce the dusting that you get a little bit, and the dusting, and sometimes an all-purpose cleaner will smear a little bit on the interior, especially on wood grain. This did not do that. So a lot of times it's kind of frustrating because you'll be chasing down dust on the dash when you're using an all-purpose cleaner, or even a dressing on the interior. You'll be chasing down that little tiny fuzzies. But this completely eliminated that. So you get a really nice sheen on the dash. It's not a heavy gloss, but there's no dust. It just looks brand new and phenomenal. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend picking up some Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax, just because of all the different applications, and the versatility of the product is phenomenal. Then you can always tell the customers that you also put a spray wax on their car, and everyone likes a wax on their car. But more than that, it gives you another area to be a little bit more profitable. Or if you're just an at-home enthusiast, it will just make your life a little bit easier and to clean up your dash and make your car look better. So it's exterior and interior purposes, and it's just a really versatile, phenomenal product. I would definitely suggest picking some up. Today's sponsor of the show is Bluehost. Bluehost offers domains and hosting. If you're looking at buying a domain name or hosting your current domain name, head on over to autodetailingpodcast.com/website. I've worked out a deal with Bluehost for special discounts and offers for Auto Detailing Podcast listeners, and it also helps me out too. Gives me a little bit of kickback for each one of you that sign up through that website, autodetailingpodcast.com/website, where you can get a free domain name with a hosting plan. So head on over to autodetailingpodcast.com/website and pick up that free domain with any hosting package. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Auto Detailing Podcast. head on over to autodetailingpodcast.com for full show notes and links of everything that we've talked about today. And don't forget to check out our resources page for a direct link to all the products talked about not only on today's episode, but that I use in my day-to-day detail business. They have direct links so you could purchase and get free shipping right from that page. That's autodetailingpodcast.com. We'll see you on the next episode.